Good afternoon, everyone. Come on in the building. We are going to cook and have conversations about whatever we like. So, cooking is something that I can do. I'm great at cooking. It's not always what I want to do. I would rather somebody else, like Jamaicans will say, I want to taste somebody else's hand. I'd rather somebody else cook. But you want to eat, you gotta cook, unless you're gonna go out and buy all kinds of stuff. And I'm not going to go out and buy. So I figured I would get on and cook a little light breakfast. And although here it's noontime, so I guess it would be a brunch, I would get on and we would talk and have a conversation. Also, so as you come on in, house rules, tell me what you're eating today, what you've eaten already for the day. I love to hear. Now, this is one thing I do. I like to watch food. I love to watch a good plate. I enjoy somebody's cooking, but I also like to hear about what you're cooking. So come on and hit that subscribe button. I'm usually um I'm usually this is a different time for us. So let's see about this time on Mondays. We'll have a little cooking convo, okay? So I'm gonna put the pot out today. I'm going to just do a like a low carb. I'm using some almond flour wrap. So I'm gonna do a little tortilla for you. And I'll use some egg whites and spinach. I don't know if this onion is good. And I'm gonna cut up an avocado and put on it. Um, and also give you a trick about avocados. Because if you're here, so we're here in the US, and so you can go and get avocados in bulk, but they go bad. Hi, how are you? Hello, LH, how you doing? Is that Murahara? Hari, how you doing? Thank you for coming on. Nice to see you. I'm just gonna cook up a little food and have a little conversation. It's nice to meet you and see you. Hope you're doing well. Let me know where you're viewing in from. Also, if you kindly hit that like button on this page, you can double tap like you here. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, hello. Would you do some cooking with latex gloves? I don't know what that. I'm just eating my food, so I'm just gonna do it with my own hands. Okay, I'm cooking, so I'm gonna eat my food. My hands are washed and good to go. Dodd, hello, how are you? Is it Dodd Habil? How are you? How are you? But Dor, is it Dortmund? Ultra, how you doing, guys? As you come on in, kindly hit that like button as you come on in. We're gonna cook up something today. So I have my spinach here, and I have my pans. I'm gonna use my big pan today, and I'm gonna cook up some food. What time is it for you right now? So it's 12 p.m. here in the U.S. I'm in the East Coast. I like going. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you so much. Grown Grown cost has arrived. Hello. Question: do you cook with gloves or from steam, please? Because I'm having a rough day. I do not listen. If I'm like the time that I would use gloves is if I'm cooking for somebody else, or if I'm seasoning some foods or whatever, and you don't, you that would be the time if I'm not using a utensil. But right for myself, I'm going to cook with my free hand so that I could eat freely. Hello, Rex. Rex, why do you want me to cuss? I'm Jamaican, so I know what bumba is. Why do you want me to cuss? See, I had to just say a little bit of it for you. But why, Rex, why do you want me to cuss? I'm Jamaican. I'm having a rough day, so cook with the gloves. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. But I hope it's UK time. I'm not gonna cook a little gloves right now. No, I'm about to cook with this. You hit that like, have you hit that like button? Make sure you hit that like button. Also, continue to comment. Tell me what your favorite food is. But I'm making a light. When I say light, I'm even using some avocado spray oil as you come on in. Hi, 9:04. Wow, yeah, it's 12. It's 12, a little bit after 12 here. Hi, Eric. How you doing? Taman, how are you? Sheephead is my favorite. Okay. I've hit the stream. Would you cook me? I'm not cooking any meat. Oh, from Australia. Philip, how you doing? You're from Africa. Timan. Oh, nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. I'm here in the US. I'm in the East Coast. So that is where you find the East Coast, you'll find like New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Delaware, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia. That's like the East Coast. Then you start to go south when you go past Virginia. And that would be like the Carolinas, Florida, and all those places. So I'm in the East Coast. So I'm in Maryland, very close to DC, very close to Virginia. So nice to meet you. So we eat different foods. Well, I'm Jamaican as well. So I think a lot of Jamaican food is inspired by African food and Indian food, like curries and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I do enjoy watching like food, like the delicacies from Africa. Like I like to watch the fufu and um, the Kenyan YouTubers that they talk about the what is that food that they eat? Oh my gosh, where you grab it with your hand. Why can't I think about it? The ugali. Hola, Pablo. Nice to meet you. The ugali and all those things. So it's pretty cool. But I'm going to use tortillas, but it's a low carb tortilla. So I'm gonna just make a little bit of eggs. So sometimes I don't. I go back and forth with me eating eggs, but I'm doing egg whites. So we sometimes here we get to have like the fast and easy way of doing things. And so these are separated already for me. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this here so you guys can see. I need to go into the pantry right here. So let's see here. I'm gonna do my eggs with some sea salt and some. I love a little spice and a little smoke. So I'm gonna use these things: a little sea salt and a little chipotle smoked red peppers. Hi, Philip. I find amazing to be able to see the world in real time. Exactly. That is why I love so much to watch YouTube and content creators that you can see the world like all. I enjoy that. Where are you from, Philip? Pablo, habla español, sono muy linda. Tu voice. Habla español muy poquito. I don't speak a lot of Spanish, but I could understand some. So muy linda, is that beautiful? Do I speak Spanish? Sono, you are beautiful. I think. Am I just thinking that? Muy linda. Uh, Linda. Kisses. No, that's another word. I'm trying. Now you're exposing my lack of Spanish. I needed to study more in school. You're from Australia, Phil. Oh yeah, that's right. You are from Australia, and I do have Mitchie Boo, who is from Jamaica, and she lives in Australia. I follow her. She's a content creator, and she also follows this page, and she comes on, and it's so cool when sometimes I'm on and it's like 3 a.m. in Australia, and she's like maybe just turning over. Um, who to ex Kodak Red? Who twerking for Jesus? Now I'm gonna pray for Jesus, but you want me to get in trouble with the Lord? You don't need me to get muy linda tu vas. I'm gonna have to get my phone. Now you're gonna make me get my phone so I can know what you're saying. Or would you wash dishes with latex gloves? What is the fixation with the latex gloves now? He's freaky. He's freaky to auntie. What's going on? Do not talk about my Jesus now. Now you going too far. Don't not tell Jesus is not freaky. Stop it. Come on. No. I'm the auntie, yes, but I be the auntie definitely. But don't do. You can't. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Okay, so This one is not the cool one. This one. All right, so I'm spraying the pan with some avocado oil. I'm spraying the pan with some avocado oil, and I'm going to open up my tortillas. This is very good. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button as you come on in if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And also hit that like button, okay? Listen, let me tell you how we work together here. You hit the like, you hit the subscribe, and you comment. But what that does is it tells you people in the YouTube land, hey, more people should watch this live. So they'll push me out so we can have more people on. You have a very nice kitchen. Love it. Thank you, Philip. I love Jesus too. Yep, I go to church every week. Me too. Okay? I love Jesus. Okay? I love me some Jesus. I'm just having a rough day, and washing dishes with latex gloves might make me feel better. But why would latex gloves make you feel better washing dishes? But you can wash dishes with latex gloves. I'm not stopping you. But seeing me do that is kind of... Now, I will tell you what also will make you feel better. Prayer. Okay? Don't discount prayer. Because sometimes we add things and we think that that's what's going to make us happy. But it really doesn't make us happy. We think things are going to make us happy. Fingers or food, or although I'm eating right now because you need food for fuel. Although the other day, let me tell you guys, make sure, amen to that. Although the other day, hi, is it Fitzroy? How you doing? The other day, I saw a video right here on these YouTube streets of somebody that lives their life basically not eating. And they said they're more energetic. Now, I definitely believe in fasting. Fasting is cool, although sometimes it's hard, but I could do intermittent fasting, but like the all-day fasting is very, very, I don't know. I'll be getting delirious. But but they live their life. They lost all this weight, but they live their life not eating food. And I'm just like, I just must be greedy or something. Because I'm just asking if you can make me happy. I can't make you happy, but I might make you smile. But the latex gloves, first of all, I can't make you happy and then make myself unhappy. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do this thing here. You can go get the latex gloves, wash the dishes, look at it, and then you could get happy. And then we could have a conversation and we all could be happy. But if I go and put on the latex gloves and then make myself unhappy, then that's not fair. We gotta do this together. I'm just saying, it's your personal choice. But I can't do that for you. We're gonna be happy here together because this is a happy space. We're gonna have conversation, we're gonna talk about it. And listen, I ain't judging. Not at all. But what I'm saying is that I can't make you happy and then make myself unhappy. No bueno. You hear me? You heard my Spanish? Be clean. Yes, be clean. You gotta be clean and be nice. It's a nice space. Okay? I did sing at church yesterday on a Sunday. I'm that kind of chick. Okay? I'm that kind of auntie where you're gonna see me singing on a Sunday. Now, I do like to have fun. So, the content you'll see me having fun. We have parties, we go to travels. This is a very good travel page. You're gonna get content. You're gonna get great conversation. You're gonna get. Right now, I'm cooking some of the food right here. This is the tortillas that I'm making. A little high on the heat. Okay, I got a little distracted, guys. All right, look, just a little distracted here. Okay, but I'm gonna plate this right here. So I'm making these first because I'm gonna just make the same pan and throw this in the eggs. But we all gotta be happy. Okay, we all have to be happy. It is not healthy to do things just for like likes or shares or whatever. Because if it makes you feel like, oh, why did I do that? Then you kind of will feel unhappy yourself. And we don't both want to be happy. I want to make sure that you feel better, but I can't just do what you want me to do. It's not healthy. Okay? All right. We don't do that. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. We cooking and having a conversation. Now we can have a conversation about why does latex make you happy to see somebody washing dishes. Like what I would be curious to know in my, because I'm a very curious person, why would that make you happy? Like what is the trigger that goes off that says I'm happy because of this? And like we can talk about it. We can go in. We can go deep now. I'm up for the conversation. We can go deep into it. We can go into your subconscious and why things tick and why things operate and what's the first time you realized that that made you happy, and was any trauma associated with it. We could talk. I'm definitely up for the conversation. I am definitely up for the conversation. I'm also up to almost burn up my pots. Okay, now I will say that I'm a good cook, but I'm not a perfect cook. So these are tortillas, guys. So I'm going to throw the egg whites on top of here. These are really healthy. You can make them yourself out of almond flour, but I got the pre-packaged. It makes it faster. I do like things to go fast when it's cooking. Like I'm definitely always trying to cut down on time because I like to eat good food, but I'm necessarily not a person that always wants to be in the kitchen cooking. But I do like good food, so I can cook very well. So I just figured this is egg whites. This is another fast trick of mine. I'm just gonna throw that in here. I've already measured in my mind and like as many times. That's probably like about 3 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna throw some spinach. I'm gonna definitely rinse it off before I put it in there. But I'm gonna throw a little bit of this on my eggs. I love this. Trust me when I tell you. Yep. And sometimes I season outside the pan. It depends. And sometimes I season in the pan. You choose. You choose. You get to choose here. All right. So then we are cracking some sea salt. All right. Yep. Got my sea salt going on. Oh, my pot was too hot. That's all right. We're going to make it work. We're going to make that work. I don't know. So the trick with the avocado, I was telling you guys, is that we buy avocados in bulk. And if you leave them out, they'll get bad. That's why it's hard to buy bulky to buy a lot of avocados at one time. But if you put it in your fridge with a bowl of water, put it in a bowl of water and put it in the fridge, it'll keep it good for a long period of time. So I have some avocados in a bowl in the fridge right now. Wow, you get egg whites in a carton. Yes, we don't do that in Australia. Yeah, so that's why I said we have this place called Costco. And they separate it for you. The best. It's already separated. So that's why I like everything fast. All of this stuff, I can separate the egg and all that other stuff I want. This stuff, it makes it quick and easy. That's why America is the fast food place. Everything we like everything. We're the microwave country. With microwaves and everything fast and just at your convenience. Like we literally, us here, like we want everything convenient, which is not a bad thing, but especially if you're raised that way. Sometimes people make you feel bad about it because, it's like you kind of like are a little spoiled a little bit. Although contrary to some people's belief, living in America is not that easy. It's expensive. There's a price for convenience. Just like when we lived in the city and you go to something called like a regular store close to your house in the city would be a convenience store, and everything was so high. Like The prices are high for everything. It's ridiculous. But that you basically pay for convenience. You really do. All right, so my eggs should be done. I'm also going to rinse off a little bit of spinach and top that. This is really simple. This is going to be it's a simple meal. I'm rinsing off my spinach right now. They say it's pre-washed. You can get it in a bag. Here, this is another convenient thing. They thoroughly washed, ready to enjoy. So they want to encourage you to eat it out the bag. But I am going to. I rinsed mine already. I have to do an extra rinse. So I have this onion, but I don't think it's good. I think it's been in way too long. So I'm not even gonna bother cut up the onion. But I will take out we'll put this in here. Okay. All right. So let's see, guys, if this worked. All right, so remember I said if you take the avocado and put it in water, I use this little thing because I didn't want the glass. It feels like I don't know if I didn't catch it early enough. Hold on. I hope so. You know, sometimes you have to definitely put it in when it's still, like when it's not overripe. So I'm adding the eggs to here, guys. This is an avocado wrap, avocado tortilla. You can make it into a wrap. But I'm doing the little spinach here. I just put that on the heat. So right now I added that. This is always like one of my easier easier foods. So I'm just doing a little bit of spinach just to top it. And I'm gonna season. I like my food seasoned, guys. Okay? I like it a little seasoned. I don't eat bland food. Now to all my bland eaters, I don't knock you. I'm not gonna knock your hustle. You do what you do. But as for this kitchen, we like a seasoned food. Okay. So my cooking style is a little bit like my father, who was a great chef, cook. He had a restaurant for many years. Hi, Sadie Bumper Wagwan. And so my dad had a Jamaican restaurant for many years in Brooklyn. But my mom is a great cook too, but thank you for liking. But my mom is one of those people who cook and bake and throw everything together. Like it's not gonna, my dad is a chef, so you know you're gonna get consistency. My mother's consistently good food, but she will use what she got. So, all right, so then I'm adding a little spinach to the egg white and the almond flour. Okay, adding a little bit of that. I'm just doing a little small portion right here. Okay. Yeah. I'm good. How you doing, Sadie Bumper? I'm doing great. And it's good to see your excellent content. Sadie Bumper is also a content creator, guys. So please go follow her page. Thank you for supporting. So, okay, now we're going to test this. So if anybody in Jamaica will call these pears, but avocado here. So my avocados, because we get avocados so much, they were going bad. And I learned this trick. If you see the water in here, you put it in a bowl and you put it in the fridge. You're welcome. If you put it in the fridge, they won't overripe. So let's try this, okay? I don't know if I waited too late. So that's the thing. It's about timing. So let's see here. Okay. I'm going to cut it. Now, this has been in the fridge for like over a week. And you know what avocados, they go, oh, let's see. It was starting to get ripe quick. So I was like, oh my God, I don't want these to go bad because I'm not going to eat it. And so let's see, guys. This has been in the fridge for almost 2 weeks. When do you know if an avocado that can last? Now I don't know. This is real time. If it, I'm telling you, it normally works. But if it doesn't work today, don't judge me because that means I just didn't catch it properly. Okay, so let's see. You see that? These avocados have been in my. It's cold. It's been in the fridge for 2 weeks. You know, avocados don't last that long. Okay, and it was already ripe. It was already soft. I was concerned, so I got a bowl, put water in it, and I put these things in the fridge. And do you see how clean that is? Mine overripe. Yep. I had the worst stomach ache. Yep. Looks fresh. Yes, it looks fresh. So listen, remember over here, you learned something today. It's been, listen, you see the water in here? And I have the other avocados that they were all getting a little soft quickly. So I had to think quick and I said, oh, I remember if you put it in the water in the fridge, it would last. And I was concerned because I said, man, I was supposed to eat it that week and I didn't. You see, it still looks fresh. So I'm going to cut up some of the avocado and put it on top. But for me, I can't eat avocados plain. Now, some people I like guacamole because it's seasoned and all that stuff. I just don't like cilantro. I can do basil, but cilantro I can't do. It makes me feel crazy. Some people and that's something genetic too. They said that some people are like love cilantro, and then there's other people that genetically can't take the taste of it, and I can't take the taste of cilantro. But I'm gonna put a little apple cider vinegar on here and put a little apple cider vinegar on this and a little salt before and a little pepper because I can't eat the avocado plain. It makes my stomach it makes me like ooh. But I love avocado. So if I salt it, I can eat it. Yeah, something to put pear in water, put in fridge. We'll definitely try it. I'm telling you, it works. Justice, I left them out on the counter for 2 weeks. Did it work though? Oh, no, you said it didn't work. Yeah, but if you put this has been in the fridge in water for 2 weeks, and you see how fresh it look. It look clean. It don't look. It for some. It's like look. I'm aging, right? So if I can find a way to stop the aging process, like how the water in the fridge with these pears, avocado guys, we're Jamaican, so we'll say pears. You look, you look very fresh. But listen, I'm getting older, and if I can find out a way to preserve my youth, like how I preserve these pears, avocado, man, it would be, it would be a time. Imagine you could put yourself in water. Maybe that's what Michael Jackson was doing. You love avocados, yes. So also Philip is in Australia. Jamaica people in Jamaica call these pears. So I'm gonna add a little bit of of apple cider vinegar to it. Okay, you see I just put it on the half. I'm gonna eat the whole thing, but just a little bit, and I'm gonna add a little put this here. Add a little salt and a little bit of I love like a smoky taste. So just add a little bit to my thing so I don't feel I can't eat it straight. I really commend all those folks who are able to eat avocados without any seasoning. I have to have a little seasoning. Okay, so I'm just gonna I just kind of sliced it up a little bit. You see? So I put a little seasoning on here. And I'm just gonna add it to the top. Oh, you can't see, hold on. I'm just adding it to the top. Can y'all see this? Okay, yeah. I'm adding it to the top of my meal, okay? And I might still add a little bit. I'm using a little sea salt, so I still might add a little bit, but I'm done here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna still put this pear, although it's cut, it's not gonna be drenched. So let me pour out a little water. I'm gonna put it at the top. See, so there's still water in here. The avocados, I'm gonna put it at the top, and I'm put it in the fridge. Put it back in the fridge. All right. So then here we have a nice avocado, egg whites, and spinach tortilla on almond flour. So this was made with almond flour. So this is very good for those who are trying to do healthy stuff. Okay, I'll take a bite. I'll eat the whole thing. I'm not gonna be the content creator that don't eat my food with you. We're gonna eat together. Okay, let's eat this together. Come on, let me move this stuff so y'all, so we can eat some. Should I eat right here? Yeah, let's eat right here. Let's get a little. Let's get a little. Okay. See a little background over here. Okay, I'm coming. Let's eat together, people. All right. Put my plate here. Let's eat a little food together. I think that would be nice. I'll clean up afterwards. The house, I like to clean as I go. So after I eat the food, but I also like hot food. So after I eat the food with you, it feels like you're too far. Y'all are too far. Let me get y'all closer. All right. All right, guys. Whew. Feel like this angle could be. Lemon juice and pepper on mine. That's a good idea. Lemon juice and pepper is very good, but no salt. Yep, here I'm Jamaican. Always use salt. Yeah, I have to. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit more. Sea salt is not bad. I like a little seasoning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a try. And what the smoke thing do is like kind of give you like a little smoky taste. Y'all like how this looks? Not bad. Not bad. Okay. This is very delicious. Very, very tasty. Very good. We don't have any salt in our house. Oh, but that's good. I mean, but sea salt is not bad, right? So that's really so what do you, is it the lemon that you use to look at this is dripping. That's from the spinach. Is it the lemon that you use to make things like a little like I'm curious to know what the food tastes like. I mean, food is good without salt. Like, well, for me, I need a little something. And you can actually get, they said there's a salt from, I don't remember which country. I have to do my research again. But you actually take it from the actual sea. And it says a very healthy salt where it doesn't spike any blood pressure or anything like that. Okay, so I feel like I need to go on the side. It's falling apart. But this is very, very, very good, y'all. But my food is falling apart right now, so I gotta eat fast. So I have avocado, I have egg white, I have spinach. That's from the spinach, y'all. Very, very good. Y'all see? This is what my wrap looks like. This is what it looks like outside of the this is what I'm actually eating. So outside of me folding it, this is what it looks like, and then the avocados at the top. Very good. Everything is delicious. It has a smoky flavor. It has a tangy, like a little spice to it, a little kick. It has oh no, this is not the spinach. This is the apple cider vinegar. That's what that is. I forgot. I put a little apple cider vinegar on it. Very good. Guys, comment in the what's your favorite breakfast meal? Sometimes trying to figure out breakfast. I don't always get to breakfast. Just wondering if you miss church on Sunday, do you feel it through the week? We have online options. So if you're not in church, you can watch it online because we have a virtual campus. But I will say that if I'm not talking with God, like if I don't have a conversation with him, I'm not reading his word, I'm not praying, or like I'm disconnected, I will have a rough week. And I will tell you, last week was a very rough week for me. And so I was definitely praying. It was a rough week. It was a rough week. But it's better. My favorite breakfast is porridge with bananas and honey. Okay, Jamaicans, we eat porridge. We eat a porridge. We also have something called almond corn, which is another form. We have like a cornmeal porridge. So what do you make your porridge with? Is it like oatmeal, or is it like oats, or is it like cornmeal flour or stuff like that? That sounds good. Curious to know. Porridge with bananas and honey. That sounds delicious. Okay, this is the other one. So now I'm being greedy. Okay. But nobody's home. Oh, okay. So here we call it oatmeal in America. So you eat your oatmeal with the bananas and honey. Do you use any cinnamon? So in Jamaica they'll do like it's like the almond corn, or like the porridge, like, which is made out of like the cornmeal porridge. But then they'll put nutmeg in it. They'll put cinnamon and all that stuff. But cinnamon and oatmeal is very delicious. Okay, I like that. So do you put cinnamon in it, or is it just honey and bananas? Oats mixed with bananas, very nice porridge. Yep. It is. Your sister last time. If you guys are looking for a low carb, and you don't have to use eggs, this is almond flour wrap. This is very good. Very delicious. So there are times where I don't eat meat, and there's times where I will have like eggs and protein. I go through phases. I'm like one of those phase eaters. Like there's times I will eat something, then I'll be like, no, I'm not eating it no more. But right now I'm eating eggs. And this is very delicious. But this could still taste delicious if you just did spinach, onions, mushrooms, do the seasoning, and the avocado. You would still get a good taste if you wanted a meat-free option or like dairy-free option. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's right, huh? It is delicious. I definitely. I'm coming back. I have to be in Jamaica sometime soon. I was just talking to my cousin. My family, they live in Montego Bay. I just got off the phone with my cousin and telling her that I'm gonna be. I might be there sometime this summer again. Um, but Australia is definitely a place that I have to visit. I want to see the kangaroos. I told Mitchie Boo, who's our friend here on this channel, she's a content creator as well, that I'm definitely coming to to Australia. And she told me that there is a Jamaican. They're like there's some Jamaicans in her area. Oh wow! You know, like here in the U.S., you'll have like Chinatown. You'll have like international markets and different places where you'll see a certain culture that kind of resides in the same area. And so it's interesting. I love to see that all over the world, you know? Mm. God, I don't mean to be rude. I share this with you. Definitely have some. You might find a little strange. We sell kangaroo meat in the supermarket. What does kangaroo meat taste like? What does kangaroo meat taste like? They said, you know how they say everything tastes like chicken? I said everything tastes like chicken. I'm curious. Do you eat like other meats like chicken or poultry or whatever, fish, beef? Oh, it's a red meat? So kangaroo meat is considered a red meat? I don't know why I would think it would be. I guess it's not a fowl. Is lamb considered a red meat? I don't really eat a lot of meat. It doesn't taste like chicken. So it tastes like steak? No, I'm trying to get the understanding. You know, I'm trying to get the. I guess certain things will have its own taste. Like I don't eat lamb or anything, but people love lamb. Like growing up, my mother used to make a lot of like liver, and you know, but some people they love that. I'm here. I have never. I guess because I I kind of knew that Australia was big on the kangaroo things. I guess I didn't like think about the eating aspect of it, like eating the food, eating the kangaroo, but I was just thinking about the boxer kangaroos. So kangaroo, it's very interesting. I love that we get to learn so much about other countries and cultures just right here on these YouTubes. Like we can have a conversation, and I have learned that hello, Hamisi. I have learned that kangaroo meat is a red meat. I never, now nobody can tell me nothing. Now I'm going to sound like an expert when somebody talks to me and they talk about food. And I could be like, certain red meats like steak and this and that and roast and kangaroo. Now I could say like kangaroo is a red meat. I never knew that because we don't eat well, um, unless you probably go to an Australian restaurant here, so they probably serve that. And I do know we have a show called The Housewives, and I remember The Housewives of Potomac. The husband was from Australia, the wife was from here in the DC area, DMV, and they opened up an Australian restaurant, and I believe that they did have that. I'm not exactly sure, but I knew that they had Australian food. So then the restaurant is no longer open, but I'm pretty much um I am what am I saying? I'm certain that they had, let's see. I'm certain that they had I'm not certain that they had kangaroo meat, but I know that they had Australian food. Oh, Philip, I'm sorry. What were you saying? Did I miss something? I might have missed your statement, but yeah, that Philip, that is so cool. I have learned something every day. Um, Hamisi says, "Hey, everyone in the house. Thank you for greeting everybody. It's good to see you, and I know you are over there in Nairobi. Kangaroo is a lean meat with less than 2% fat, making it a healthier red meat option." Wow. That is that's so if people are on their workout and they're eating, that you want to tell them. So now I could tell my friends, I'll be like, listen, you want to eat red meat still, and you want to still keep lean and eat lean meat, have a kangaroo. Have kangaroo. I've heard something, but oh, I've heard something, but I spelt it wrong. Oh, okay. Sadie, hey, yep. That is crazy. I love this. I love to learn. One thing I am an enthusiast about is a person's life and their journey. Like, I love to hear, like, for me, I would love to know, what do you do when you get up in the morning? Like, is Australia a culture of like a late night culture, like how New York is late night? Jamaica is late night too, because let me tell you, when we went to Jamaica the other day, and there was like parties and different things, and how I think it was Pier 1 that we were going to go to, and they said that it didn't get started like until like 11, 12 a.m. I said, I'm sleeping by that time. So you'd be surprised that Jamaica's a late night culture too. Um, but I guess DMV, they kind of could cut off like other states, like things close early and different things like here. But I'm curious to know, like in Australia, like what is that thing? I was whenever I talk to Mitchie Boo on, I always try to get like you know what's happening. But on her, she's a content creator as well, and you get to see. She does like a lot of smoothies and different things like that. But then she has another channel where you kind of get to see her vlogging, going into the stores, and like I like to see like what kind of stuff they have in the stores. But I'm not a huge shopper though. I'm not a person who like I don't. I have to admit, and this is people might find this strange. I do like nice things. I just don't like to go to the store. I don't like to be in the hustle and bustle and go into the counter. I am not a shopper. I I realize that, but it's not that I don't like. I am more of a vibe person. I like to go enjoy, explore. You know, I love to live my life on a vacation. But I guess some people would add shopping to that, but I'm not a shopper, which is some people would find that strange, but I'm not. Some people find it to be a bit dry and chewy. Oh, especially if not cooked properly. It's often compared to beef and, oh, is it venison? With some suggesting it's more tender than venison. Wow. Sadie Bumba, Jamaica party late. Exactly. To the other morning. It's true. Them Jamaican, they not sleeping. Okay, but then they party late. But Jamaica is a rise early country. Like the cocks are the chicken, the birds. When I say that, guys, YouTube do not, I'm not saying it vulgar. I'm saying the animals start making noise early. So you rise in early. It's interesting. They're party late, but rise early, like getting the work done. The sunlight is coming up and everybody's getting ready to do what they got to do. I'm up late, but normally I'm asleep by now. What time is it there? I forget. You're like, you see how light it is here? You see the daytime? It's like, let me let you see some of the greenery here in Maryland. You see? It's like it's daytime here. You see that? This is my little shed over here. We have the tree is blocking it now, huh? I don't know if y'all remember we had the if you could see that little brown spot, we had the trampoline there for many years. So now we have to water it because and get it back nice because that's where the trampoline. But my kids are big. No more trampoline. They got sad about that. Roosters, yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, girl, the birds and rooster. So nice in the morning, it's true. It's 7:51 p.m. here. Oh, in Nairobi, Kenya. It's 2:51 a.m. Oh my gosh, Philip, you're up late. So it's 7:51. Let me ask you, Hamisi, is it still light or is it gotten dark? Like does the daylight go? Let's see, if I take you out this way, we'll be doing some outdoor cooking. We'll be doing some outdoor cooking during the summers. That's a grill. So I have put taken the pots out and actually cooked on that. So we'll do some outdoor cooking during the summertime now. From 7 p.m. the darkness starts. Okay. You know that. So I don't know if we're the only country that does this, but here in the U.S., sometimes like we're on the same time zone as Jamaica, and then other times of the year, we change. So we have daylight. Was it daylight? Oh gosh, I'm just don't know the words that people use. Daylight savings time. There it goes. Ooh, I couldn't think of it. So we change it. So there's some parts of the year that it goes up an hour. You move your clock forward, and then other times of the year you move the clock backward. Now I just never understood why that was. Just keep it where it gets light early. I guess it's because here wintertime and all that, it gets darker earlier. In the summertime it stays, but it could be because of daylight savings. Yep, it's 11:52 a.m. here in Jamaica. Exactly. So it's 12:52 here. And then when the time goes back, then we'll be at the same time. So right now at this time of the year, we're on different times. But soon, in a couple of months, we'll be on the same time. I just don't understand. They said they were going to stop doing that. I don't know what happened, but they said they were going to stop changing the time for us. Like I don't even know why they started. I don't know if anywhere else in other countries. It seems like you guys don't change time the way you want it. You know what I'm saying? We have fences all around our houses here. You don't seem to have a fence between your neighbor's house. No, we don't. But there are other communities that have fences. Um, I'm going to start to show you my neighborhood a little bit more in our videos. And prayerfully, hopefully you have subscribed to the channel to follow the journey because now you're part of the family. We have been in this house for like 16 years. So all of our neighbors, they got here 17 years ago. They were here a year before us. And so we all are we're close. Our kids are getting big together. They were babies. And now, they're going off to we've had 5 graduations and all that other stuff. So we literally, like, if there's a party going on, we'll go to our neighbor's house and just join the party. Like, if that last video that I put up, you guys watch it. I wasn't invited to the party, and it's like you kind of know that here. Like, you just go, like, my neighbor will be barbecuing, and if I have some food that I feel like I want on their grill, I'd be like, hey, and I'll just say, hey, I'll yell from here, and I'll be like, you can I put my salmon on your grill? Thank you for subscribing. Can I put my salmon on your grill? And then, we'll go. Let me see if I go outside. Oh, we put a stick right there so so it doesn't open up like that. So right here, I won't go too far because I think the reception will be a little off. But you see all of us. You see all the way down here. That's my neighbors. Their backyards are back here, and then we just go. We'll go house hopping if somebody's doing something. We'll go house hopping. You'll see. I'm gonna put up a video. I had like we had like four graduations this week, and so we all are like we keep really cool. So we don't have, but I think there is one, maybe there's like three people on this block that does have a fence. There are some people in this neighborhood, but it's not a lot. There's like 42 homes in this. We're in a small neighborhood. Thank you. And we're in a small neighborhood, like in comparison to bigger communities here. Um, but we we're only 42 homes, and that's small for a community, but it's cool because we all know each other. And so some of my neighbors will be coming over this evening because one of our neighbors is moving, and we're so sad, but we have to vet the person that comes in the neighborhood. You gotta understand the culture here. Like, we enjoy ourselves. So you guys are gonna be seeing more of that content. My primary care doctor lives in the neighborhood. So you're gonna see me going to her and being like, Dr. Anna, such and such and such. But I have video from yesterday. I probably have to do a voiceover with it. But my doctor is so cool. She is like earthy. She wanted to be a veterinarian. And when she tells the story, she's hilarious. So she has chickens that she's raising. We're in this, so it looks very suburban, and we are like out in the little country, but it's only a little part of the country because outside of our neighborhood is the city. So it looks very country like we do. It's like we would say we were hidden, like people didn't know we were here. So it feels very like a very hidden kind of like community. People don't even realize that we're right here. But she has a greenhouse, and now she has chickens, like in the egg. And then she went to Amazon and got this little thing, and I have it on video. So I'm gonna be putting up that content, but they are gonna make me put them in my videos because my neighbors are hilarious. And we as a neighborhood, y'all look all right, Sam. We're gonna showcase these people because they are hilarious from all walks of life, and it's just funny. Hamisi says, thank you for subscribing. Hamisi says, such a beautiful scenery. Thank you. Outlaw, is that like car hopping? Yes, it is like car hopping. We house hop. Yes, it is like we go for, I think if we mean in the same thing, we go from house to house, and literally I live in a cul-de-sac, and because I live in a cul-de-sac, I used like they all look for me. I used to give exercise classes, parties. We would do tents, movie nights. Trust me, you guys are gonna be able to experience all that. How do you keep your pets from running away? So the pets are mostly inside. They're like the pets that we have, like most of the pets that they have are like inside pets, and then you'll see them walking. They're like animals or whatever. Brownie is our dog, but Brownie is not here with us. We do share custody. That's a whole nother story. Okay, I tell you, we're very interesting over here. So Brownie is with his other family right now. He's living the very high life. Okay, he's gone to the Hamptons and all that other stuff and travels. They love him. They have like three dogs. But when our house got flooded, they took him in. So he spends most of his time there. But he just came back this week, hung out with us. But Brownie used to jet out the house, and my neighbors would find him like sometimes in other communities. Like I was driving and I saw, like, he used to be like Speedy Gonzalez. He used to be out. Okay. And so yeah, but yeah, I don't know of anybody that um has animals that they're not in their home. So they just walk them. They don't let them run free. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Like, but then there are a couple of neighbors now that I can think about it, and I'm visually thinking about and seeing maybe there's three homes here out of the 42 that has a gate. Hmm. Hi, Ryan. How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's nice to see you. I'm here just to chilling. I just made a little late breakfast and ate it, and we're here talking about all different kinds of stuff. We're talking from about kangaroos in Australia. Philip is from Australia. Hamisi is in Nairobi, Kenya. This is an international live. Sadie is in Jamaica. Like we are here. I'm here in the U.S. We and then we have some other people. I don't know. They were speaking Spanish, but they never told me what country they were in. But we have been having an international conversation, and so oh, you're in Pennsylvania. You right here. You in the East Coast. I was explaining to them like East Coast, West Coast, South, how it is and how the states. And I did, you know, Philly. I don't know if you're in Philly, but Pennsylvania, um, and we're all up north, as you would say. Tupac versus Biggie, East West beef. Oh my God! But you know the funny thing about that, Tupac was actually from Baltimore, so I guess he was repping California, but he was from Baltimore, and I think his father was from New York or something like that. And so he has some northern kind of like things about him. So, but he just claimed West Coast. So we claim Tupac was an East Coast dude. Yeah, he was. He was an East Coast guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on in the world of music. And being that I grew up in that era, I know some of those people. So from because I grew up in music and in entertainment, and um, I know some of those people. So it's interesting, but it's interesting that people are having conversations and they don't know some of the people. But when you like kind of lived in that era, worked, because I worked for entertainment companies, and I worked with some of those people, or like were friends with some of them. It's like you're just watching this whole thing just unfold. It's crazy. Of course, we didn't know any of that stuff that was going on. Like I wasn't that close to it, but you heard like rumors and stories and horror stories and different things, but it's just crazy what's going on. Listen, we just what is happening in the world today? We just need to pray. I don't know if you're old enough to know MC Hammer. Remember when MC if you did remember when MC Hammer came out with the song "You Got to Pray, Pray every day." Mm. We got to pray just to make it today. I said we pray. Okay, MC Hammer knew what he was talking about. We got to pray. That was back in the day. We gotta continue to pray every day. Damn, we got to pray just to make it today. I said we pray. He said, "Oh, I hear you." I tell you, these cooking and convos we gonna talk about. I could talk about pretty much Not to say I'm gonna be an expert at it, but I could at least hold a conversation about most things. And if I don't have any facts or any information, I'm definitely gonna learn from other people. Okay, because I love to learn. I'm very curious. I love other people's lives, their journey, how they do it, what makes them tick. I've just always been like that. I feel like everybody has a blockbuster movie in their life. Even people who feel like their life is boring, I know that there's some action going on. Action. Da-da-da-da. Let me see. I connect to you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, guys. Definitely connect with each other. What do you think is past the ice wall in Antarctica? Can I phone a friend? Can I phone a friend? Can you give me a hint? I told you I don't. I told you I don't know everything, but we could talk about it because this is where you start to inform me. This is where inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. Now you done got it in my head. It's a question I have never thought about before in my whole life. Now you got something else to go put in my mind. No one allowed to fly over there over the ice wall. Really? Where I was today. Oh my God. I was today years old when I found out that. Don't judge me, people. Sometimes I get caught up in just my little world. And so I enjoy knowing. Okay, so Ryan, you're saying that the ice wall in Antarctica, they won't let you fly over? And I'm a former flight attendant. I heard there are lands we don't know about. What? Just like the conspiracy theories, and I can't say it too loud, guys. I live close to a military base. So I don't know who's listening or watching. But they say that there are other worlds and other things, other beings. You didn't hear it from me. I didn't say. I'm just talking about what people word on the street is. This is the word on the street. So now you're telling me that there are other lands. Now you give me something else to now be concerned about. I'm telling you to go down the Antarctica. Okay, I'm telling you, go down the Antarctica ice wall rabbit hole. Oh Lord. Now you gonna have me pull out this phone after I get off this live, and I'll be like, Ryan said. I'm gonna be like, Ryan said that this is what's going on. And now I'm gonna inquiring minds want to know. Humans are not allowed beyond the ice wall. Did anybody on this live did y'all know this and didn't tell me? Ryan, you are the first person to talk to me about this. Nobody in my life talks to me about this. This is why it's important to get online and communicate with people outside of the neighborhood. Okay? Because ain't nobody in this neighborhood told me this. Nobody. We got people from all walks of life here, all kinds of friends, doing all kinds of different jobs. And ain't nobody tell me this. I've never heard of it. Philip, see? Philip, I never heard of it either. Philip, I've never heard of such. Now I know. Treaty of 1946 prevents all countries from being in Antarctica. The treaty, I'm sorry. Is that the treaty? Or is it the treaty? Oh, wow. Hello, Jen. Absolutely correct. Really? Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? I did not. Am I even supposed to say this out loud? Am I supposed to be reading this? Because it's my voice saying it now. Listen, people, I'm just getting the information. Those of you who are listening out there, okay? I'm just getting the information. I'm learning just like everybody else. The species beyond the ice wall don't want humans to know what's behind the ice wall. What? Wait until you start watching videos. Ryan, why are you going to do that to me? I believe, this is Philip. Ryan was talking. Now, Philip is saying, I believe in Jesus and God. If there is something there, God must have made it. Period. Wow. Now we got to go see what Jesus and God made, which is one. Jesus one. It's the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Y'all know that, right? Okay. You look like you will look at the world differently. You know what? I'm trying to tell you. Every day you learn something. That is amazing. Guys, listen, y'all are going to have to continue to inform me on what's going on, okay? Y'all are going to have to continue to inform me. I really love this little cooking and convo thing that we did, okay? I'm trying to figure out what I'm cooking tomorrow. Actually, I need to be cooking dinner because I've been slacking off. And that's because I have really picky eaters right now. I don't know what they want, so it's not inspiring. I'm not inspired. I'm not inspired to go into the fridge and see all this food that's like leftovers. It's like, so what do y'all want? You know what I mean? But we don't have to come back here. So I hope that you have all subscribed to this channel. Definitely hit that like button as you roll. Thank you for the comments. But we need to keep in touch. Okay? You're part of the family now. You're invited. You're invited to the family barbecue and the family vacation. Okay? You're a part of the family. Welcome to the family. We're all right Sam's over here. I wish I knew all God's mysteries. I know. Do you really wish that, Philip? Okay. Hold on. Ryan said, God put earth here to separate the waters, and the ice wall surrounds the entire earth. We going, what? Listen, I don't like, okay, so I'm definitely interested in truth, but there's maybe some things in you that your mind can't handle. So that's what faith be like. I'm just having a faith here. I'm just having a faith that everything's gonna be okay. God is gonna be all right, right? Like, cause we partners here. Like we partners in crime here, right? Not in crime, but life. We in this together. You made me. You created me. You know how I roll. God, so this is the kind of way I talk to God. This is like, I don't have like like real professional conversations with God. You know how sometimes people like really have professional prayers, or they have really intelligent like conversations with God. I'm on like, God, I can't put on a mask today. I don't even feel like putting on no makeup, eyelashes, concealer. You see me, but real bare. Okay. And you know how I roll. You made me like that. So what we doing, God? So he knows what to give me. He knows what I can handle from what I can't handle. Because certain things I'd be like, oh look, I don't do scary movies. Like, I don't watch any scary movies. I don't do any of that. Thank you for the fun time. See you again soon. Oh, bye from Australia. Bye. See you later. It was great. And I'll be seeing you guys again. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're all right, Sam's. We here take ordinary days and turn them into big adventures. Whether we are traveling or we're right here in this neighborhood, you guys get to experience it all. But welcome to the family. Thank you for subscribing. Hit that like button and let YouTube streets know that, hey, we want this family to grow. So do me a favor and always engage with this content. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet all of you guys, and I'll be back on. All right, see ya. And now also go watch those videos that I have up and get acquainted with what we're doing over here. You'll enjoy it. All right, see y'all later.